city on the corner in your hood is where you finding us. Casting out imaginations, Christians might not like it, but we raising up an army exceedingly, we are rising up. We all about the mission, we living until the kingdom come. Destroyed for lack of knowledge, so that's what we here to give up. Listen for the people, cause although we have no equal, we out here living so evil and comfortable living feeble. All over the world, we about to go. Truth is coming out, that's what you need to know. Blacks and Hispanics is the Israelites you need to know. You ain't never gonna hear this from a pastor though. You done ended in the den with some lions. You done ended in the den with some lions. You done ended in the den with some lions. Think you coming in here with this thing, don't need to try.
Do it. Mic check. All right, y'all.
Den with some lions.
We here. All praises. So, hey, is my mic on? Can y'all
I
hear
can
me?
hear you.
Yes,
sir. We hear you.
Maybe it's just
Put
my
some more
headphone.
Judah in Cap Mike. Huh?
Maybe it's my headphones. Turn my snare up. Turn my snare.
Hey,
Turn my bass up.
need some Judah. In
Okay,
the
there we go.
headphones.
Had to fix my oh, let me take this off. Keychain on. All right, y'all. Hey, I'm feeling better this week. Last week I was about to knock out. Wasn't feeling too well. I'm ready to go this week, Cap.
You ready to go?
Time is flying, man.
Man.
That felt like yesterday. Cap, that literally felt, bro, these times is flying.
Yes, sir.
Golly. This is crazy. We are here another week. All praise to the Most High. To everybody tuning in. Share the link. I can't even find the link, but share that thing.
Once you find it, share it.
Yeah. Trying to get the viewers. So we got a good show today. Lord's will, life lasts. A lot of good history we're gonna bring out today. As y'all know, tomorrow is going to be Martin Luther King Day.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't it something like that? Ain't his actual birthday or something like that? They just chose a random day to make it his
Esau do what he
his
wanna
day.
do,
Yeah,
man.
Esau.
Really?
Esau said,
He changed times and days, so
Yeah,
they don't even.
we don't give a damn what your birthday is. We gonna celebrate you on the third Wednesday of every January.
Right.
Wow.
That's what we say. Oh, then you got the inauguration gonna go down tomorrow.
There you go. Yep.
Got the inauguration.
It's going down.
A lot of stuff going on right now in these streets.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I was watching a video.
Yeah, we're gonna touch that
They
too.
gonna touch that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Cap.
Those people are lined. They've been lined up,
For the
waiting to get in
inauguration?
for the inauguration.
Oh, yeah,
they
they
gonna
gonna tear it
stand
down?
outside in the rain all night long.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
they-
Like black people do for Jordans.
Dang.
when they come out.
Or Section 8. Yeah.
Dang. I like that soundbite. So, y'all know what time it is. It's 7 o'clock Sunday with the Lions Den radio
That was
show.
real racist, though. I just gotta let you know.
It was. I'm sorry, Cap. I'm sorry.
That was real racist.
It's that type of night. I'm sorry.
Hey, LeBron is ready today. He was back there studying. I saw him ready to go.
Man.
He gonna find the precepts like he couldn't find for me when we were reading in the library in the barbershop.
Triple stack.
I thought we was past that.
I can't let it go. I can't let it go. I had the perfect precept. I was like, no, that ain't the precept. You know what I want.
I don't know what you want.
It was dark in there.
Hey, you know, you waiting for her to read it. You like, that ain't it.
You have Bishop do. Read. He came through the screen on us.
Oh man, I blame myself.
Hey, Cap.
Yeah.
You know, Cap said, "Hey, give me that precept in Romans 9."
Right.
Now, if anybody knows Romans 9 is a loaded
It is a lot.
chapter.
You can go in any verse.
So I'm like,
which one you want?
Which one? Where we going, Cap? So you know, it put me on the spot. All praises.
Somebody was calling. Oh, they on the line. Hey, shalom, caller. What's your name? Question, comment. Where you calling from?
Shalom, one of my favorite shows.
All praises.
That's right.
All
I'm
praises.
calling in early to get mine over with. I just want to let y'all know that I love y'all show. And I don't know, but here in North Carolina, before Trump's get in the office, it was earlier this week, ICE, they were spending the night at the courthouse lined up.
Wow. They ready to show out.
Yes, it's cold out here too. So yes,
Esau love their politics.
Hey, it's gonna be a day tomorrow.
It's going
I
down.
just want to say all praise to the Most High. Y'all keep up the good work. I love y'all.
All
Shalom.
praises, sis. Thank
All
you for
praise.
calling in.
Shalom,
Thank
shalom.
you for the support. We love you too. All praises.
That's right.
There ain't nothing like faithful callers, man. You know, I guess we got to reiterate that we giving out free gear for the 10th caller. That's how we got the people calling. Hey, put the camera on the hat real quick. Put the camera on the hat. If you don't get your gear that you're supposed to get for being the 10th caller, put the camera on the hat. What y'all doing, man? Come on, who got the switcher? There we go. That's the man right there. Put his phone number up there too. Damn. Address. Put his phone number, put his Instagram, put his Facebook. If you don't get your stuff in a timely manner, that's the man that's responsible.
Hey, Cap, we got new management. We all right.
Okay, all right. So we got LeBron
Call
James, then we got Bronny James. So let's get into it, y'all. Let's get into it. How was everybody week? Soldier Eliezer, how was your week?
Shalom, Cap. Shalom, Israel, Most High in Christ bless. I don't remember much of the week at all. I know for a fact that I spent more time here, all praise to the Most High God, than I did at work.
Right.
So times are changing. Hey,
All
as we see
praises.
scripturally, as the Lord's about to do something with his people, he'll have us gather more and more and keep time together. So
That's
that's what we're looking at.
All praises.
Yes, sir.
For sure. I'm going Cap.
Yep.
I'm all praises.
Triple double.
Yeah.
Triple.
Officer Anathia, how was your week?
Hey, my week was good, man. I can't complain, man. Like everybody said, it was a blur for me as well. You know what I mean? You already know the Sabbath is always hype. You know what I'm saying? But
He got his glasses on today.
yeah, he trying to
ready.
get sophisticated.
He
you know
ready.
what I'm
He
saying?
ready to triple stack.
Trying to get a little sophisticated. You know what I mean? But for the most part, hey, bringing in the Sabbath was fire, man. I was able to spend some time with the brethren. You know what I'm saying? With the rib. Like the marriage is honorable event.
ChatGPT.
Yeah, it was fire. Yeah, ChatGPT. Yeah. But all praises. That was the highlight of the week for me. So I can't complain, man. All praises. Glad to be here.
All praises. Officer Lahad.
Hey, shalom, Most High in Christ bless. My week was good. Actually, highlight of my week was the parade we went to. Just being out there speaking with the people. In that short amount of time, we touched a lot of people, and it was just good to be out there. And a lot of people at that parade, they know us. You know what I'm saying? So some of the time, it was people running up to us trying to, get our information or give us their information. So all praise to the Most High. But being out there, man, it's our people. They in the matrix, bro.
Right.
It's crazy.
Yeah, we definitely in the matrix. Definitely in the matrix. Officer Yaziel, how was your week?
Hey, good week. Just to double down on what you're saying, it's literally Sunday, Wednesday, Sabbath.
Right.
That's it. That's the week.
Yep.
That's the Israelite week anyway.
That's the Israelite week.
Yep.
But yeah, it was a good week. Like I was saying, I was saying, we got to do a little marriage is honorable event. That was
Right.
good.
All praise.
Anytime you get Yuri and Dewey in the same vicinity.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good
man.
times, huh?
Yuri and
Good times. You in for it.
Yuri
So
and
brothers
Dewey.
gonna be going in the chariot together, cracking jokes. Dangerous.
Yuri and Dewey.
But nah, it was a good week. Then obviously we got to reach our people out there on the Sabbath. Unfortunately, the Torque team is getting younger and younger.
Oh,
Bruh.
my gosh. Man.
Hey,
Hell no.
as in the days of Noah, I guess. As in the days of Noah. So,
Man. And then you got the oldest woman leading the Torque team. That's crazy.
Boys on the twerk team.
hey, if I was a Judite yesterday, y'all should have been offended. They had the nerve to cover Michael Jackson's song with some Edomites dancing in the background. I looked at Officer Abel. I said, I'd be offended right now. Just tell him.
He's doing the Mohawk.
Bruh.
I ain't even see that.
It was even an Edom sodomite leading one
Yes.
of the
Yeah.
groups.
Yes.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But MLK.
Oh,
Then they
yeah.
had the
Yeah,
nerve
we
to
saw
have,
that. Yeah. In the front. That
In the
was
front.
sad.
He
That
was
sad.
leading. He was leading the parade, an MLK parade.
Damn.
They even had LGBT.
That's like Wesley Snipes leading the KKK parade. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make no sense.
The black whites.
Right.
Damn.
That's crazy.
Cap, how was your week?
Week was good. I've been here now for a couple of weeks, so that was good. Get some things straightened out. But like you say, time is flying. The more we do, there's more work to do. So just staying steadfast, Cap. A lot of stuff, as you know, a lot of stuff is going on.
Right.
Going back over those classes, man, yesterday was fire. Just the whole lineup. And right now, like on the way down, I was listening to Gentiles class again.
Right.
That Deacon Athan did, just connecting the dots. And it's like, Bro, hey, if y'all didn't watch, go back and watch that. Especially brothers teach on the streets.
I'm watching
There's
it. I'm watching
no
it tonight.
reason.
I literally sat down in my room. I had my notebook, my Bible.
Okay. Yeah.
I opened up, and I didn't get to it.
Damn.
I'm watching it tonight.
You gotta, yeah.
I'm watching
Yeah,
it
you
tonight.
You gotta get to it.
I started doing some other stuff, some content stuff. I was like, dang, I want to watch this class.
King
I'm
of
watching
content.
it. Hey, I said I'm watching this class, man. Hey, man, I gotta reach the people, man.
Yeah, yeah.
They got a
show.
short time attention span. So
Right.
we gotta figure out how to connect with them. Speaking on that, TikTok is back.
Yep.
TikTok is back.
TikTok back. TikTok
Oh, you
back.
said it's back.
It's back.
Damn, that was short.
Well, it's gone for about 5 minutes.
Right.
Yeah.
8 minutes.
It said like what, 14 hours or something?
King Trump brought it back. But we gonna touch on it. We gonna touch on it.
Praises.
My week was fast. That's all I can say. Time is flying. Time is flying. Hold on. Let me see. We went over this last week. I won't redeem in the time. Go to Ephesians 5:16 real quick. Ephesians 5:16. Time is speeding up, y'all.
Yep.
Time is speeding up.
Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 16. Redeeming the time.
Doing what?
Redeeming the time.
Redeeming the time, read.
Because the days are evil.
Because the days are evil, y'all. Hey, all praises. That's why the Most High got to speed this stuff up,
Yeah.
man. Time is evil. The times are evil. If he don't speed it up, what it's saying, I think it's in Matthew. It says if for the elect's sake. Find that verse.
Yeah.
Find that verse. Y'all know what I'm saying.
Matthew 24.
Yeah, Matthew 24. For the elect's sake. Because if you left us here, this place is wicked, man. This place is wicked.
Verse 20, just see.
Yeah, what it is?
You got it? Matthew chapter 24, verse 22.
Mm-hmm.
And except those days should be shortened.
That's what I like. Remember, all of us up here, we said, man, time feel fast. Time feel fast.
Right.
The Lord is shortening the days, y'all.
Right.
Read.
And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved.
You see that? Ain't nobody would be saved. All of us will be corrupted by this place. Read.
But for the elect's sake.
But what?
But for the elect's sake.
But for the elect's sake.
Those days shall be shortened.
Those days shall be shortened. That's why the Lord is speeding up the time. Everybody's like, man, it's going to Sabbath, to Passover. You look up, you're a soldier. You look up, you're an officer. You look up, you're a captain. You look up, you're traveling. You're like, damn, time is fast. So all praise to the Most High for that thing. We can all attest to that. All the brothers at the table said the same thing. Like, man, I don't even remember what happened.
Right.
I don't even remember how we
You're
got
in a
here.
time capsule.
Right, right. You just enjoy the ride, and we pray that we get into the gates, into the kingdom. That's what this thing is about.
That's right.
If you trying to save this world, give me that. He that trying to save his life shall lose it. If you trying to save your life, I'm telling you, that's the wrong thing. This life ain't worth nothing. As Bishop hit on yesterday, there's an eternal condemnation that's coming.
Yep.
If you willing to lose that over making TikTok twerk videos and going to the club and partying, something wrong with you. Something's wrong with you. Y'all got that?
Matthew chapter 10, verse 39. He that findeth his life.
He that findeth his life
shall lose it.
You see that? We find our life in this truth. You find who you are in this truth, but you lose who you are in the world. Read.
And he that loseth his life.
He that loseth his life.
For my sake.
For his sake. Read.
Shall find it.
You see that? You find your true life. You find your true life right here in this truth. Whoever you are, whoever you become, that's the life that you find through Christ. And by finding that life, you have saved it. But if you want to hold on to what you've been your whole life, it ain't nobody coming to save him, Pookie and Ray Ray.
Nope.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
He coming to save your Wakatha. He coming to save Abijah. He coming to save Yamin. You brothers that got them extra Hebrew names, all praises. Hey, I remember when I used to come down to Orlando, you know, Bishop used to, I guess, give y'all the influence of y'all names. Some of y'all brothers had some real Hebrew names. That's just like you go to OKC. You know they out there with Deacon Abiel. They had the most ultra Hebrew names out there. Right. So all praise to the Most High. But let's get into it, y'all. As y'all already heard, TikTok was banned for about 5 hours, and then Trump brought it back. Trump is the king of propaganda. There you go. Hit it on the head. Somebody pull up the word propaganda, please, IT. Pull up the word propaganda. He faked getting shot already this year so he can win morale of the people.
Right.
Then he let TikTok get shut down so he can bring it back to win the morale of the people. Trump is the king. He is the king of propaganda. Somebody read that for me, please.
You almost forgot what ear you got shot in.
Right. Oh.
Propaganda is a form of communication that used to influence.
To do what?
To influence or persuade an audience to support a particular cause or point of view.
Right. The morale for Trump right now is at an all-time high. All-time high. Y'all thought it was high when he got shot and came back. You remember we watched the videos? I don't know his policies, but that nigga got shot. And he's still alive.
Right.
He got my vote. Like, what? What does that have to do with his political stance on anything? Nothing.
He said the black people love me because I have a mugshot.
Hey, that's crazy, Cap, because these are the same people who was about 4 to 6 years ago was trying to get him out of office.
Right. There you go.
This dude went from the ultimate low to the ultimate high.
Quick. So let's get it, man. Let's get it. Let's click on this first video.
The Supreme Court seems likely to uphold a TikTok ban after hearing arguments this week over the app's potential national security risks. The Chinese-owned social media platform is scheduled to be banned in the U.S. January 19th. Experts are now questioning what that means for millions of Americans' personal data. Fox's Jade Fleury reports.
The fate of TikTok now in the hands of the Supreme Court. The social media app scheduled to be banned January 19th.
What is the future of TikTok in that regard? It's still uncertain.
Houston-based technology expert Juan Guevara Torres says the concern is that the company that owns TikTok could release Americans' information to the Chinese government.
The United States is...
Pause. So the reason why they saying the reason why they want TikTok banned, or the reason why they banned it and brought it, the reason why they originally banned it is because TikTok ain't giving them no information. They don't like that. What y'all fail to understand is social media is run by the CIA, the FBI, and all the other government agencies. They see everything we doing. They see it. And that's why it make them so mad about this truth, because guess what? They go through our DMs. They ain't finding holes. They ain't finding drug deals. They ain't finding murder cover-ups. They see the telegrams, and we ain't got nothing to hide. That's why they can't do nothing right now. They just like, damn, got to be something. So they like, okay, I know what it is. They hiding all their stuff on TikTok. That's what it is. But America is hypocrites. They say you got freedom of speech and all this different stuff. Look up LIONZ l'affaire. Look that up real quick. Look that up. It talks about free market, hands off in the market. Look that up real quick. Because they shutting down a business. TikTok is a business. And they shutting it down because they're not giving government control over their business, essentially. Come on, y'all. I know y'all speak French. LIONZ l'affaire. It's an American economic policy. Come on. Y'all don't even know where to start. Y'all ain't pay attention in history class. Everybody
went to private
learned
school.
about this in history class.
Spelling lasagna over
Oh,
wow. They're hungry.
What's it like? LIAS.
Let's see. I look it up. Sheesh kebab.
I can't remember how to spell it.
LIONZ l'affaire.
Hey, give me while Cap do that. Give me Proverbs. Psalm.
All right, there you go. L-A. All right, they got it. There we go. Read that.
Got it.
LIONZ l'affaire. Is that how you say it?
Yep, LIONZ l'affaire.
Yeah, I spelled it right. I was on the right path.
A doctrine opposing governmental interference.
Hold on. Hey, what?
A doctrine opposing governmental interference in economic affairs.
In what?
In economic affairs.
TikTok is economic affairs. Hold that. Pull up how much money is generated on TikTok, please. Because I just want to show y'all the hypocrisy of America. This is a hypocritical nation. If you don't agree with America, they shut you down. If you don't say what America wants you to say, they shut you down. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, we're a democracy. This is the land of milk and honey. Pull it up on the screen so people can see it.
Dang.
According to recent data, TikTok generates around $16.1 billion
Reed,
in annual revenue in 2023.
In 2023, $16 billion is generated through TikTok.
Wow.
But go ahead, Cap.
This just in. Officer Lahad got a special connect. He said they make more than that.
Yeah, I'm looking at the books right now, bro.
Just the value. The value.
Oh yeah.
Is valuated around $100 billion.
Ooh-wee.
Wow.
Sheesh. So
somebody want their hands on it.
With the LIONZ fair, go back to that. Because I wanted to show that this is an American philosophy for government. If you can in the background look for something else where it says it's tied to America. But go ahead, read that.
Yes, sir. A doctrine opposing governmental interference in economic affairs beyond the minimum necessary for the maintenance of peace and property rights.
You see that? Beyond the minimum necessary for the maintenance of peace and property rights. Go scroll down. Let me see if it says anything about it being an American philosophy. Scroll. All right, take it off and type it in again. I just want to see what images pop up or anything. So we can, because I want to tie it to America. America. Type in America beside it. LIONZ. Oh my gosh.
he got one of the youngsters on there.
Oh my God. Oh my God. These brothers can't type. Who is back there?
Hey, so Cap, what you're saying is that
there you go, right there. There you go. Thank you. Put that on the screen, please.
Sir, LIONZ fair was a dominant economic doctrine in the United States. During the Gilded Age.
Read.
1865 through 1910. It was a policy that limited government intervention.
Read. In
the economy and labor relations.
You see that? This is what America's built on. Less government intervention.
Right.
Less government intervention. But meanwhile, back at the ranch in 2025, now America's saying, hey, no, y'all ain't doing what we tell you to do. We shutting y'all down. Interesting. Go ahead, Cap. Say something.
No, I'm good.
All right, go back to the video. I told y'all, all them history class, when they make y'all write down the vocabulary word, I paid attention. I love history. I got a good memory. So I didn't mind writing stuff down and remember. That was cake to me. I get A's all day long when it's that. I got a problem when you tell me I got to take something home and get signed by my parents. Because they don't care nothing about the school. Go ahead, press play.
Saying is that all the metadata for U.S. citizens or U.S. users is being funneled through ByteDance to China.
President-elect Donald Trump, who tried to get the popular social media app banned while in office, is now asking the Supreme Court to delay the decision on the app's ban.
Donald Trump decided to talk to the Supreme Court and present a request to postpone that decision until, he gets in office.
This comes as Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton filed his second lawsuit against the platform, claiming the app uses deceptive marketing that exposes minors to inappropriate and explicit content.
So they saying that the app, the reason they saying the reason why they want to shut it down is because it used deceptive things to put inappropriate information in front of kids.
I thought Disney been doing that.
Disney been doing that forever. Disney's guilty of it. Cartoon Network, Disney. Hey, if y'all can type in IT, if y'all got somebody back there that can look up and find the video real quick showing what would we search for? Sexual information on cartoons or something like that, I guess. They do a lot of
like subliminal.
Yeah, subliminal. There you go. Type in subliminal messages for kids in cartoons.
Or Disney subliminal messages in cartoons.
Yep.
They got a lot.
Yep. And while we get
What's
that,
the one? SpongeBob. That's one of them.
Little Buzz Lightyear movie.
Who is typing on the computer? They got to be slow.
Hey.
Goddamn, bro. They typing slow as hell, bro. Who is that, bro?
Switch out.
Who is it, bro?
They
Who
just
is
got
it?
switched out.
They scared, bro. They scared over
got
there.
switched out.
He got, yeah.
Come on,
this ain't
no,
the day.
this ain't the time to train.
Yeah.
We in battle.
We done said that before.
What the heck?
You don't train while you in battle.
Right.
Bruh, come on, man. All right, press play on this. Let's see what this one is. I need to know who is back there typing. They failed computer
I guarantee
class.
you, it's one or two people.
I ain't got that. That's
All right, take the call. Hey, Shalom, caller. Hey, if I were y'all IT, I would scroll through and see the parts that we want to watch. Hey, Shalom, caller. What's your name, question, or comment?
Hey, Shalom, family. This is Brother Ehud, Most High in Christ beloved.
Hey, Brother Ehud. What's going on, bro?
Yes, sir. Not much. I'm on my break right now, so I just want to, call in, check in with y'all, brothers.
All praise. I thought I just saw you, brother. Did I just salute you?
No, sir. I'm at work.
That was his hologram.
I'm at work.
All praise. I'm just so used to seeing you on Sundays. All praises.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm gonna tune into the show, though. All praises.
All praise. Thank you for calling in.
So, shalom.
All right, shalom. All right, go ahead. Y'all found something yet, IT, on the video? Because we don't know what we're looking at. We just counting on y'all to find something.
So I think this is the compilation. It's
Okay.
going to show you a compilation of different times when people called out Disney for having
okay.
sexual content.
Gotcha.
Subliminally or whatever.
All right, find one, y'all. Find one. That looks good.
Believe the F is instead an E. Number 7, Cars 2. Even though Cars wasn't exactly
Hey,
the most
hold on.
popular
Stop.
movie of Pixar.
Okay, I was going to say, man, please put it on the screen.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, go ahead. Quit switching. Thank you.
Ever released, it was still successful enough to spawn a series of sequels. And if the hidden imagery in the first one was bad enough, then they pulled out all the stops for the second.
Okay.
In Cars 2, there's a crew of older cars who is known as the Lemons, who in one scene have a big party where they have lemonade, lemon hats, and lots of lemons. One car there even says, "Is this a lemon party?" Just so we're clear on what's going on, and while this may not seem too bad, you most definitely shouldn't even think about searching for the phrase in Google. It relates to one of the oldest internet memes known as the Lemon Party, which is an image of 3 elderly men who are engaged in a pleasurable act.
Wow.
No place in a movie.
All right, cool. Take that off. So that's just one example. Y'all know there's millions of them. Bishop Kanai has done wonderful classes on that in the past. But that's the hypocrisy of America. They'll say, no, we ain't trying to get everybody information. We just want to stop. Y'all keep giving them sexually suggestive information on TikTok. Lying.
Hey, you know who that's the target, right? Conservatives.
Right.
Right. Conservatives are getting an uproar and go back him. Meanwhile, it's garbage.
Yep. There you go. So, was that the end of the press play on this video?
Content. And this month, the University of Houston blocking students, staff, and visitors from accessing TikTok on university's wireless networks.
I personally don't think they're a beacon of privacy, but I don't think Meta is either. And quite frankly, we know that data leaks are more frequent in Meta platforms than actually TikTok.
Jade Fleury, Fox News.
So
the Supreme Court.
That's the first video when TikTok ended. Go to the next one.
Here in China, TikTok's shutdown in the United States is getting some coverage from Chinese state media, which is the government's messenger service. The shutdown itself is being reported. Even though this involves a private company, the Chinese government has taken a stance at one point accusing the U.S. of acting like a bully.
Pause.
But
they accuse the U.S. of acting like a bully. America is a bully. If you don't do what America say, they put sanctions. Give me that in Revelations real quick. Give me that in Revelations real quick. Y'all keep thinking we playing. They put sanctions on, what was it, Ukraine?
Yep.
No, they're on Russia, right? Russia, yeah. They put sanctions on Russia. Now they're doing the same thing with China. China.
Revelation chapter 13, verse 16.
Yep.
And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man may buy or sell.
Because here's what you got to ask yourself: where is America getting banned at?
Don't see it.
What country is strong enough to say, no, we don't want no American Popeyes. We don't want no American McDonald's.
Right.
We don't want no Burger King over here. We don't want no KFC over here. We don't want no 7-Eleven over here. We don't want your Chevys and your Fords and your... No, nobody's saying that to America. But America say that to everybody else.
Yep.
This is... America is Babylon. Understand that. America has the influence. And as we show throughout the show today, America is the country that rules the whole world with deception. That's why it's called what? Mystery Babylon. Read it again. Read verse 17.
Yes, sir. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
If you don't agree with America and its policies, your business, your economics gets banned here in America. That's what we're seeing right here.
Right.
They don't want America to spy and get all the information.
Right.
They said, no, we're not giving you all that. America say, all right, banned.
And that show you right there, Cap, because you already pulled up the financial back in the 16 million.
16 billion.
That what we reading ain't that you got to get a mark in your hand to go buy a Snickers from the corner.
There you go.
Right?
It's economics. It's economics. $16 billion. And guess what? They say, we don't care about your $16 billion.
Right.
Because guess what y'all gonna do? You just gonna funnel all your information to another social media platform and they'll keep it moving.
Hey, that tells you too that there ain't no deficit. Over here.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
There you go. We
be worried about
there
that.
You go.
You cut out black people money.
America ain't worried. America is not hurting for no money. Don't let them lie to you. Go ahead, press play.
Accusing the U.S. of acting like a bully. But this is political. China wants to stand strong, being the one who calls the shots, not the U.S. President-elect Trump told CNN the TikTok issue came up in a recent phone conversation with Chinese leader Xi Jinping. Yet here in China, the point was not acknowledged in a government readout of that phone call. Chinese citizens are curious about this. This drama is often a dominating topic on social media. Some of the posts support TikTok and its CEO for refusing to back down to the U.S. Meantime, in a bit of a phenomenon, some Americans have been creating accounts with the Chinese social media platform Xiaohongshu, otherwise known as Red Note, yet some have expressed frustration over government censorship. Mark Stewart, CNN, Beijing.
Government censorship. Now, I forgot who I was talking with today. When you go back to America and how it was built and how it was formulated, the things that they stood on, its principles. No taxation without representation. When you look at anything that you buy now, any bill that you pay, you see more taxes than you ever seen before in your life. Hypocrite. Freedom of speech.
Yeah, right.
They banned social media apps. Even on the app, if you post something they don't like, what happens? It gets taken down.
Get flagged, they take it down.
All these different things happen when you don't get down with this place. Give me Isaiah 10. We got to read it real quick. Isaiah 10:1.
Yep.
This place is hypocritical. And I wanted to go into Kyrie and all that, but I said, well, I ain't even going to get into that today. But that's another aspect of it. Isaiah 10:1.
Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed.
Jump down to 6.
Verse 6. I will send him against an hypocritical nation.
Against what?
A hypocritical nation.
America is that hypocritical nation. Now, then it was talking about the nation of Israel. Why? Because we were in the midst of sin. We were hypocrites. But this is talking about America today. It parallels. Read.
And against the people of my wrath.
Read.
Will I give him a charge to take the spoil and to take the prey and to tread them down like the mire of the streets.
And that's why America's going to get judged, because they put on an image and facade of one way, but it's completely something different when you pull back the curtains. And it keeps getting exposed over and over and over again. I give you another thing that they proved they were hypocrites. Israel has decimated Palestine.
Right.
Everybody said, call it off. Man's taking enough of a beating.
Right.
America said, nah, they good. Let them keep doing what they're doing. This place is Babylon the Great. Understand that.
Hey, Cap. Also on that note, too, they say it's the land of the free.
Yep.
Right? But they supposed to be issuing the biggest deportation alive
Starting
during the
tomorrow.
Trump. Yeah,
There you go.
coming down soon, real quick.
They ready to put people on boats right now.
Yep.
Damn. Play the video.
I mean, do you think the government would like to hear that you're kind of like the government? And Guy, you're working with the government maybe sometimes in terms of election security.
Now, this is talking about Facebook.
What does the government say about Facebook?
I think we're just trying to work with all the right players across the ecosystem, whether it's the industry, whether it's the government, to make sure that we are sharing this information.
Pause. This is why Facebook, Instagram, ain't none of them getting shut down. Why? Because they in cahoots with the government. Y'all think we don't live in a free society. We are not in a democracy. We are in a, what's the word? Y'all ever saw the movie V for Vendetta?
Yeah.
Oh, Tatori.
Got the word. Damn. Not talking about dictatorship.
No. We in a dictatorship. We don't know it, but we in a dictatorship. And the dictator is sin. If you don't agree with whatever they put forth, off with his head. Yeah. Right now it's economics, eventually political, eventually it's going to get to biblical proportions as it says in the Bible. Understand that. That's what's coming here. Go ahead, press play.
This is the way that you operate a system of the scale, the way that you think about how you operate on content, how you keep people safe is, I think, something that all of the companies that operate in the space need to learn from each other. I think that we sit down with governments and we share, this is how our systems work. This is how content is reported, how it's reviewed, how our systems work. I've personally spent time with governments.
You see that?
To walk through some of those systems.
You see that?
So that
Ain't
people
got no
can
choice.
understand.
Pause. So you think it's by chance when we post a video of Bishop Nathaniel and he's exposing all these deep mysteries and he's going through and showing how the government has killed us, how they have secret plots to destroy us, that video is flagged and this is not safe material.
Right.
This material is whatever they come up with and it's taken down, or the audio script. This will cause a riot, or this is whatever it is.
Anti-Semitic.
Right. There you go. Anti-Semitic and everything else. Because the owners are in cahoots with the government. Right. They all in cahoots. Go ahead.
Because governments have also talked about regulation. We've talked about regulation. We think there does need to be a regulatory standard for how to deal with content. But I think the world is trying to figure out what that looks like. How do you set benchmarks? How do you measure what is effective? And for us, making sure that we're out there and we're opening up and we're sharing everything we've learned and what we think sets up the right kind of measures and incentives is exceptionally important.
Measures and incentives. So what they're saying is the government works together with the different owners of these social media platforms. They agree with what's good for everybody else.
Right.
They deem what's right and what's wrong. It's all set up for you. This is not real. The life that you live here is designed for you. Give me 2 Maccabees 6.
I think the word you're looking for is totalitarianism.
Yeah. What did it say?
It says a political system in a form of government that prohibits opposition, opposite political parties, disregards and outlaws political claims of individual and group opposition to the state, and completely controls the public sphere and the private sphere of society.
There you go. That's what we live in. But they give us the facade that it's not. You know how we know that? Because every 4 years you vote, right? And no matter who wins or who loses, what do? They all come together and say, it doesn't matter what party, we all one nation. Because they're the same thing. They are the same thing, and the Bible speaks about that as well. We're going to touch that in a second.
Hey, it goes back even to J. Edgar Hoover, because we know that no matter who's on top, which political party, the main thing is don't let those black people unite.
There you go. There you go. What it come down to every time. We're going to show you. Go ahead. I thought I was reading the scripture.
Yeah, that's all.
Second Maccabees.
Second Maccabees chapter 6 and verse 6. Neither was it lawful for a man to
Hold on. What?
Neither was it lawful.
Neither was it lawful. Who you think came up with that idea? The politicians of the day. They decided that, hey, look, we ain't gonna let them do that no more. What's gonna happen in America when they say, you know what y'all teaching is dividing the people. This ain't what the people need. They don't need to be hearing that God only loves the Israelites, that Esau is the European white man. They don't need to hear that. You know what? We're going to ban y'all. All of your content is going to get banned. Go ahead.
Neither was it lawful for a man to keep Sabbath days or ancient feasts or to profess himself at all to be a Jew.
It was unlawful to do these things. The same way y'all think it's just a harmless app. Okay, that's where it starts. And that was a test run. I told my friends, I said, that's a test run. They wanted to see if anybody was going to actually do anything. Or was Negroes just going to dance on Facebook and Instagram and cry? And that's all they did. They made videos and giggled and laughed. Today's generation is a joke. They don't know what revolution looks like outside of the Israelites. All these Negroes know how to do is sync music and dance to it.
They're in the sunken place.
Yeah. In the sunken place. Imagine if they had a draft today, what type of caliber of men you would be getting.
A bunch of YNs.
Man, it's crazy.
Caliber of what?
It's crazy.
Holding their guns like this.
Jump down to verse 9.
Verse 9. And whoso would not conform themselves.
Whoso would not conform themselves, read.
To the manners of the Gentiles.
To the manners of the Gentiles. If you don't do what they tell you, read.
Right.
Should be put to death.
Hold on, what should happen?
Should be put to death.
Read.
Then might a man have seen the present misery.
So you got to ask yourself, the scripture says the things written aforetime was written for our learning. Christ told us,
right?
Matthew 24:9, real quick. Christ told us that a certain thing was going to happen. Them banning a social media app over getting metadata is letting you know they have the power to do that. And it didn't take long. They pressed the button and it happened. How long you think it's going to take for them to pop up at your house and arrest you? It ain't going to take long. It ain't going to take long. Read that.
Matthew 24 and verse 9. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted.
Then shall what?
Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted.
Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted. Read.
And shall kill you.
And shall what?
And shall kill you.
And shall kill you. Read.
And ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake.
Read.
And then shall many be offended.
Hold on, what's going to happen?
And then shall many be offended.
Many people will be offended. What are they offended at? The word of God. They're going to say, damn, this is what's going to happen to me for believing in this?
Right.
Oh, hell no. I don't believe that. I like my house. I like my car. I like my family. I ain't down with that. Read.
And shall betray.
Hold on, what they going to do?
And shall betray one another.
Read.
And shall hate one another.
That's what's going to happen. That is what's going to happen. And I know y'all may say, y'all being a scream, it's just TikTok. No, it ain't just TikTok. I'm finna show you some videos. Before TikTok, there was Martin Luther King. Before TikTok, there was Malcolm X.
Right.
And they banned them too. Before TikTok, there was Huey P. Newton.
Right.
There was Fred Hampton.
Right.
There was Patrice Lumumba.
Right.
Before TikTok. Anything that deems a threat to this society gets the same treatment.
Get out.
Process of elimination. That is what America does.
Right.
Understand that. This nation is not the land of the free. It's not. You are not free here.
Right.
When you don't agree with the powers that be and they deem you unnecessary, you become an enemy of the state and they begin their process to eliminate you.
Right.
And they shown that time and time and time again. And they just showed you the world's biggest app, $16 billion worth. Ban it. It ain't benefiting American causes and interests.
Can I back you up?
Bring it out.
Hey, go to Sirach chapter 34 and verse 22. Because like Cap said, they may think that we being extreme because the scriptures say, if you didn't conform to the manners of the Gentiles, that you was going to get put to death, right? So they say, hey, ain't nobody getting put to death right now for speaking out on the government. But I'm going to show you an example of how that is happening today. Read that.
Sirach 34 and verse 22.
Yep, go ahead.
He that taketh away his neighbor's living slayeth him.
So exactly what Kat was mentioning earlier is you got who was it, Kyrie Irving?
Right.
What happened to him? He got banned, right? He got suspended from games. That's his money, right? His endorsements. You actually had Kanye West. He lost what, billions?
Billions. He was a billionaire one week. Next week he wouldn't.
In a week. Right, so these are even Nick Cannon, Nick Cannon, right. So these are different examples of how you show they take away your living, the way that you take care of yourselves, the way that you fund your family and get the things that you need. This is another way that they do that, right? They don't have to physically put you to death nowadays, but it's the same exact thing, like Kat was saying.
No, excellent precept. Get that in 1 Corinthians, because I'm going to show you too, whether it's TikTok or any other of these apps, they know that through these apps, remember, this is the throne of iniquity.
Right.
We got to remember that. This is the throne of iniquity. And Cap's getting ready to go into some of these videos showing, like, what'd you say, pre-TikTok, right?
Right.
Read this right quick. 735, I'm sorry.
So.
Yeah, 1 Corinthians 7:35.
1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 35. And this I speak for your own profit.
Right.
Not that I may cast a snare upon you, but for that which is comely.
Go ahead.
And that ye may attend upon the Lord without distraction.
That's why you need TikToks and all these other social medias, because even though we use them for good, the majority of our people, what do they use it for?
Distraction.
Right. And sin.
So, go bring out some precepts. Y'all got some more precepts.
Because we keep going now. You know, Kamala had. I know he's sitting over. Hey, Anathia got him loaded.
Oh, yeah.
I'll just wait because I know he locked and loaded this week.
So, we are. What's the next one? What to say? Oh, yeah. Patriot Act. So, America is known for using things to forward action behind it. False flag attacks. So they showed you ain't even, all you got to do is allow free speech and they'll shut you down. Press play. Let's see what happened the last time.
Lawsuits are already accumulating in response to leaked information about the government's domestic surveillance programs. The ACLU filed suit today claiming that federal phone surveillance goes far beyond the limits of the Patriot Act and amounts to a gross infringement of the right to privacy. 11 News reporter Carrie Kavanaugh joins us live in the studio. She has the very latest for us. Carrie?
While the idea of the government going through your phone records may be upsetting, a law professor we spoke to tonight says it's not illegal under the Patriot Act, which would make it difficult for anyone to successfully sue the federal government over this issue.
Pause. So this is 11 years ago when the Patriot Act was in effect due to what? What they deem terrorists. If they deem you a terrorist, they can run it up. Phone, everything, internet, VPN, all that stuff, whatever. They can track all of it. That's why people that be paranoid, I'll be like, they see everything.
Right.
They see everything.
Every keystroke is recorded. You know?
They see everything. And all these businesses are in cahoots with the government. Because unlike us, they want to see America last forever. So they're like, however we can help you, Mr. Esau, we'll help you. And they think the government's good. So, give me, we're going to finish this video. Give me Luke. Is that Luke 20 and 20? They put spies amongst them? Give me Luke chapter 20 and verse 20. Yep. I'm going to show y'all something. What they're doing with all of these different acts, whether it's social media with Facebook, whether it's with the Patriot Act, all of these things ultimately are going to lead up to what they're going to use to try, because it ain't going to work, to try and destroy the Israelites. Understand that.
The book of Luke, chapter 20 and verse 20. And they watched him.
And they what?
And they watched him.
How they watch Christ? He ain't had no TikTok. Christ ain't had no Instagram. He ain't had no Facebook. He ain't had no cell phone. How they watched him?
And sent forth spies.
Oh, there we go. They sent forth spies. That's for you individualites. Nah, we don't do camps. We don't put out music videos. We don't be on the internet. Okay, Negro, they just gonna send somebody amongst you the same way they did Christ, the same way they do us. We know we got false brethren amongst us. Crept in unawares, but guess what? You know what we do? We apply the scriptures. Right. And when you apply the scriptures, the Lord give you the spirit of discretion. And we see when you weird as hell and you don't know how to act. And you don't remember the scriptures.
When you've been here for 8 years.
Right.
And you're just sitting there.
Right. When you a top shirt prophet. We see you. We know who the real men and the real woman of God are. It's that simple. Read it again.
Yes, sir. And they watched him.
And they watched him.
And sent forth spies. Which should feign themselves.
Which should what?
Feign themselves.
Read.
Just men.
They feign themselves as just men. What does that mean? That means that there's always been a plot to infiltrate the movement. Read.
That they might take hold of his words. And, that so they might deliver him unto the power and authority of the governor.
You see that? So that's why we don't get all up in arms when we see TikTok shut down. We know these things are going to happen. We know there's going to be a blackout of the Israelites.
Like, so what the individualites gonna do when social media is shut down and you got to go out to the streets?
There you go.
Oh, you know they was worried last night.
Remember, y'all. Remember what they said when Christ did miracles. Because we was talking about, I think we was talking about this at the leadership table the other day. When you go to Africa and these places that don't really know us, the crowds are large, right? What's going to happen when there's no internet in America?
More crap.
And you see black men out there reading the Bible, stuff you never heard before. You ain't getting it nowhere else. Right now, it's taken for granted. Because it's like, oh, yeah, I seen them on the internet. What's going to happen when you can't? Because everybody know who we are. The crowds are going to be large. We're going to have the whole city pull it up like, oh, snap, they back. Those are the men of God.
That's right.
There's nothing you can do against this truth. Go to 1 Corinthians.
That's right.
2 Corinthians 13:8. That's the only thing that's going, y'all going to make our fame larger than it's ever been. Because you know the strongest form of marketing, word of mouth. And that's what's going to happen when it ain't no social media. You're going to have to literally tell somebody. You're going to have to reach out to your neighbor and say, neighbor, the men in purple and gold, they know the Bible.
That's right.
If you see them, stop and talk to them. Read that.
2 Corinthians chapter 13 and verse 8. For we can do nothing against the truth.
Hold on, for what?
For we can do nothing against the truth.
That's like TikTok. Y'all know how many views we don't generated on TikTok? The Lord say, nah, keep it going. Keep using it. And he said, it ain't time yet. It ain't time to be shut down yet. Read it again.
For we can do nothing against the truth.
We can do nothing against the truth. Read.
But for the truth.
But for the truth. There's no secret plot. There's no plan you can draw up. There's no app you can shut down.
Right.
This truth will never stop.
That's right.
It will never stop, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. Understand that. Go ahead, Cap.
Give me that in Ezekiel 33 and 30. Just read 30 and 31. We ain't got to go through all of it. But I just wanted to paint the picture of what you said. There ain't no internet. What the people going to do?
Right.
They going to come out.
Spend more time outside.
Hey, it's just like, well, you know when the power get cut off?
Yeah.
You outside.
Yeah, outside.
Go ahead.
Ezekiel 33 and verse 30. Also, thou son of man, the children of thy people still are talking against thee by the walls and in the doors of the houses.
Standing in the doorway. Go ahead.
And speak one to another. Every one to his brother.
Go ahead.
Saying, come, I pray you, and hear what is the word that cometh forth from the Lord.
You see them brothers out there? Look, come on, let's get the word. Go ahead.
and they come unto thee as the people cometh.
As the what?
As the people cometh.
Those large crowds. Go ahead.
And they sit before thee as my people. And they hear thy words, but they will not do them. For with their mouth they show much love, but their heart goeth after their covetousness.
So I just wanted to paint the picture that you're going to see those crowds of people, and they are going to flock to where the word of God is.
Right. Hey, Cap.
Yeah.
I saw something too. It was like an article that showed that Bible sales are at an all-time high right now. But it was saying that the reason why is because of all the the stuff that's happening in the world.
Right.
So like the wars, increase of wars, the the storms and stuff like that. So it goes back to what you were saying. People looking for answers.
Right.
So when it ain't no internet, what you think they gonna do? Like you said, they gonna look for the prophets.
And they gonna read the Bible. And if you've been anywhere where people in a country where they read the Bible, when we bring out the scriptures, they understand it. The only reason why it's so hard to teach here, because you Negroes don't read the Bible.
Right.
Y'all go strictly off what you heard. But when we went to Jamaica, it had to be about 7-8 years ago. I think now they don't went away from the Bible. But back then, they were still reading the Bible. That was the greatest place to ever read because they understood context of the scriptures.
Right.
They understood the Old Testament was only for the Israelites. So when you bring out that the Israelites are the Gentiles, it made sense to them because they actually knew there was a northern kingdom and southern kingdom.
Right.
It's a different level of teaching with people that actually understand the context. But our people today don't know left from right when it comes to the Bible. They don't know
one more
nothing.
before you go to commercial break, Cap. Give me Psalms 9 and 16 because fear moves people.
Right.
You know, Hosea 5:15.
Right.
You know, fear moves people. So look, you said there's an all-time high sale on Bibles.
All-time high.
Hey, read that.
The book of Psalms, chapter 9, verse 15.
16.
Excuse me, 16. The Lord is known by the judgment which he executed.
Read that again.
The Lord is known by the judgment which he executed.
So wars and rumors of wars, California burning down.
Yep. Right.
You got Musk spaceships going up and blowing up. Going up into the sky and blowing up. Read on. The chariots.
Yep.
How can we forget the chariots?
Right.
Yeah, go ahead.
The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands. Haggion, Selah.
Read 17.
The wicked shall be turned into hell.
Hey, so this is prophecy.
Right.
This is what we looking for.
Right.
The wicked shall be turned into hell. Go ahead.
And all the nations.
And what?
And all the nations.
And all the nations
that forget God.
that forgot God.
Fire. Go ahead.
Hey, get Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 2.
Bring it out.
Because like you're saying, when technology faileth, brothers and sisters ain't going to have no choice but to pick up a book and read.
Right.
Cap know we work at. You remember we had them IP issues.
Yeah.
Esau didn't know what to do with himself. He just outside like, I don't know what to do. How much more so Jake that can't be scrolling all over the place?
Right.
Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 2.
Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 2. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision.
Do what?
Write the vision.
Read.
And make it plain unto tables.
Make it plain upon the tables, which is the Bible. Read.
That he may run that readeth it.
They're going to be running to go read the word because they're going to need answers.
Right.
The problem is you're going to go to your pastor and he ain't going to have none. That's why the streets going to be filled. Because best believe they're going to TD Jakes and the rest of them and they going, I ain't got no answers for you. Read the next verse.
For the vision is yet for an appointed time.
It's for an appointed time. Go ahead.
But at the end.
But when?
But at the end.
When this world is coming to an end, read.
It shall speak.
It's going to speak because we're going to be prophesying the truth.
Right.
They're going to know that, these is the guys for real. Yeah, brother. Wait a second. They was prophesying that the internet was going to fail. And won't you know it failed.
Right.
Yep.
And you know what's crazy too about that? It's not just the internet failing. You realize that everything concerning America, when it comes to like data and stuff, that controls your food, that controls so many other systems that best believe when that fails, everything else is going down.
Right. And that's why it says you're going to be famine and everything else is going to pop off. Isaiah 29:11, with what the officer just brought out about people going to their pastors and preachers for answers. Watch what's going to happen. Isaiah 29:11.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 29, verse 11. And the vision of all is become unto you as the words of a book that is sealed.
Right. They look at this Bible like it's sealed. These pastors don't know what's going on in Revelations.
No.
They don't have a clue. Ask them what Babylon is. They don't have a clue. I guarantee you. Break down Revelations 12. They can't do it because we know exactly what it's saying. They can't break that down. Read.
Which men deliver to one that is learned, saying, read this.
Read this. Read.
I pray thee. And he saith, I cannot.
What he gonna say?
I cannot.
Why?
For it is sealed.
For it is sealed. They gonna say that, man, nah, that's still sealed right now. But give me that, Daniel. Right. Let's see if it's still sealed or not. Let's see. Because last I remember, Bishop went from Revelation 1 through 22 and opened up every single verse to our understanding. Let's see if it's sealed. 12 and 4.
The book of Daniel, chapter 12 and verse 4. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words, and seal the book.
So the book was sealed for a time period. Read.
Even to the time of the end.
Hold on. Seal it until when?
Even to the time of the end.
Seal it until the time of the end. Are y'all paying attention to what's going on in the world today? World War III is waiting. It's on the boiling pot right now. We're just waiting for it to simmer just a little bit hotter. Then we're gonna put the rice in there. That's what's going on right now. Read.
Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased.
And knowledge shall be increased. That's the times we living in now. When y'all watching this right now from somewhere else. Some of y'all on the other side of the earth. Some of y'all in another state. You can hear and see me. You can call in on your phone. I can hear your voice. I don't know where the hell you at.
That's right.
Knowledge has increased. I can get on a plane and get on the other side of the earth in hours. We got the internet is a database nobody understands. It's just a whole bunch of ones and zeros. Yet it show you everything.
Right.
You make movies. AI. AI is crazy. AI is eliminating people's jobs like left and right.
Right.
You can literally have an idea. Tell AI, hey, create me a business plan for this or that, and it'll do it in a second.
Right.
You ain't got to sit down and make a business plan for months and weeks. You can get it in seconds.
That's that knowledge increase.
There you go. That's the knowledge increase. So y'all got to understand where we at right now.
That's right.
If AI is where it's at right now, where it's going to be at in 10 years, 20 years. Right. You got the 3D printing right now.
Right. Yeah. That thing is sick.
3D printing, all this stuff. If you let this world keep going, that's why Christ got to come back. He said, all right, y'all doing a little bit too much.
Cap, you see doctors 3D printing organs.
Wow.
And being put into people's bodies.
Wow.
It's wild.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Learn today.
They do food too.
Yep.
Yeah, meat.
3D. Yep, the 3D meat.
Yeah, let me print you out a steak.
Right. You remember? What's my man name? Not Kevin Hart. Cat Williams. Yeah. He made a joke a while back about the clone meat. Remember you was talking about the clone meat? That was a big joke. Now they got clone meat.
Hey, they said 80% of the lamb that's sold in the restaurants is not lamb.
Wow.
They say it's crossbred with something else or it's processed like
printing that joint.
A lot of that is not lamb.
It ain't just the lamb, bro.
Yeah. He trying to make himself feel better. It's the lamb. It's the lamb. Hey, it's 8:04, y'all. We're going to take a quick commercial break. When we get back, we're going to show you the depths of the research in the CIA and the FBI. Go ahead. Press play on that.
I'm a fool. I'm a liar. Unworthy of what is given to me. I'm a wreck. I'm on fire. Beware of the flames. They'll be sure to cause you pain. hair is twined up so perfectly. Yeah. Don't you know, don't you know, don't you know just how wonderful you are? You want it in a million. When you give me quality time, spirit, my body and mind. Where you live out all your days with me. Baby, you give me everything I need. That's why I give you every piece of me. They'll call me twice. So let it ring, 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 ring again. I'll make time well spent, make you want it again. Lay your head on my pillow, relax. What you want from me, my king? Just ask, baby. You give me everything I need. Yeah. That's why I give you every piece of me. Yeah.
Yeah. You alright? Look, music sound good, so they all vibe to it. Scriptures coming out and they all slide to it. Ever seen the sun in the nighttime? Music sound good, so they all vibe to it. Bullets start hitting and they all die to it. Meddle in your sins and you might die. Yeah, look. When I put on my fringes, I lost all my friends. Not trying to be different, just trying to make a difference. They hopped in the Benz while I did my father's business. I'm keeping the distance, but I'm still going the distance. I'm all in the scriptures, and they still popping prescriptions. Nah. They call it a Saturday, I call it a Sabbath day. They call it a holiday, I call it a holy day. They call it their birthday, I call it the worst day. They gon' hit the club, everybody looking thirsty. Yeah. vibe with me? She say, vibe with me. I said, nah. She say, why? Cause I got a wife and I'm fine, Brittany. She say, huh, we can go and hide. I said, nah. I said, the most high. She say, shut up, boy, and come get high with me now. Vibe, vibe, vibe. They said they got that loud, we could smoke on volume. I said, nah. They said, how come? Cause you sound dumb and it comes in the volume. No matter how you try to run, he can find you. And that's real talk. But music sound good, so they all vibe to it. Scriptures coming out and they all slide to it. Ever seen the sun in the nighttime? Yeah. Music sound good, so they all vibe to it. Bullets start hitting and they all die to it. Meddling in sin and you might die. Oh yeah, yeah.
Gave up chasing hoes, gave up splitting switches. I wanna live righteous, they wanna live wicked. She wanted my last name, I want nothing with her. She wanted my baby, I want out the picture. You live in theology, your life is a fairy tale. I live in reality, my life is a living hell. Your name must be April, where you take me for a fool. I never finished college, but I study with the Jews. The Jews show me something, they say never follow women. That's how do your calamorous, always in the cameras. You stay in the mirror like, how this make my booty look? We can't never leave, cause spiritually you hold us up. Right with me, she say right with me. I say no, she like why? Cause I got a life and I'm fine with me. Now I know, cause this mean I woke. I'm not down with you, gotta go. Is it only me? You sound like Britney now.
I'm bold, like I'm all in black. Ain't no small thing, like I'm all in caps. Cause I'm with you, I'm with you. I'm bold, like I'm all in black. Ain't no small thing, like I'm all in caps. Cause I'm with you, I'm with you.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
We back.
We back. We back.
Hey, that TikTok man doing us good, man. We got more viewers than ever before.
Right.
Oh, praise.
They appreciate it now, Cap.
Yeah, man. They appreciate it now.
That's right.
They don't take the profits for granted no more.
You never know what you got.
So, we finna get into it, y'all. We finna show y'all some history y'all ain't never seen before. A lot of y'all young cats.
That's right.
Ain't never heard of this history. Go to that. Yeah, let's go to this. So, dealing with the TikTok ban, y'all. Like we always say, it's bigger than that. It leads to bigger things. That is just what's seen on the outside. Mm-hmm. The same way they want the information from these social media platforms. Guess what? Behind the scenes, they got a profile of me. They got a profile of you. They got a profile of anybody that ever clicked the IUIC video. They got a profile of you. How do we know that? Because every time they want to frame something on the Israelites, what do they say? This person watched a Hebrew Israelite video.
Right.
So they got a whole database with all that stuff. Mm-hmm. And they've been doing that. Go ahead, press play on this.
One of the larger stains the FBI has ever had to endure on its not-so-spotless record was revealed in its entirety Thursday, a letter asking Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. to kill himself, signed, sealed, and delivered by J. Edgar Hoover's FBI.
Hold on, pause. So you mean to tell me the FBI wrote a letter to their beloved Martin Luther King, who they love so much that they gave him his own holiday? Damn. They would tell him to kill himself? And these the same people y'all want to marry and lay down with?
Mm-hmm. Right.
The hell is this?
Okay, press play.
The letter was discovered by a Yale history professor who penned an op-ed for the New York Times. Beverly Gage notes the letter occupies a unique place in the history of American intelligence, the most notorious and embarrassing example of Hoover's FBI run amok. The letter, known as the suicide letter, refers to the leader of the civil rights movement as sexually psychotic, a dissolute, abnormal imbecile, and a fraud. It ends with the famous warning, "You have just 34 days. There is but one way out for you. You better take it before your filthy, abnormal, fraudulent self is bared to the nation." The letter, along with a purported audio tape of MLK's extramarital affairs, was sent to the King home and discovered by his wife, Coretta Scott King. Dr. King assumed the letter and tape were from the FBI, and after his death, a Senate committee confirmed as much.
Hold on. A Senate committee meeting confirmed that the FBI was sending death threat letters to Martin Luther King Jr. The man who had it, all he wanted to do was hold hands with you.
Right.
And you wanted him dead. But meanwhile, you Negro coons out here today.
That is powerful,
now,
nigga.
Martin Luther King, I did the math today. 1968 is 75 years ago. 75 years ago, government entities were set up to destroy black people. Now, y'all think that changed in 75 years?
No.
That means those 75-year-olds had teenagers, 20-year-olds, 30-years. How old are they now? And they had kids. So that same mindset is in those children today.
That was marching yesterday.
Right, there you go.
Here's a good example for you. President Bush Sr. was a young man then.
Wow.
His son, which is his junior, was president a couple of years ago.
Wow.
So clearly that ideology passed down from father to son.
There you go.
Hey, Jerry Jones was out there too.
Right. Jerry Jones is still alive. They got pictures of Jerry Jones out there. Go ahead, press play.
Blowers like Edward Snowden have exposed just how far agencies like the NSA or FBI can reach. The newly released full version of the suicide letter is worrisome to many. The Electronic Frontier Foundation released a statement on the letter. The implications of these types of strategies in the digital age are chilling. Imagine Facebook chats, porn viewing history, emails, and more made public to discredit a leader who threatens the status quo or used to blackmail. These are not far-fetched ideas, and Vox calls the letter a terrifying reminder of what government surveillance agencies can be capable of. FBI Director James Comey acknowledged this blemish in the FBI's past when he was first introduced as director, telling the crowd, "I'm going to direct that all new agents and analysts also visit the Martin Luther King Memorial in Washington."
Pause. They said, what? I'm going to direct that everybody go see the Martin Luther King Memorial. Everybody go see the Martin Luther King Memorial so you can revisit it and see what's going on. That's crazy. Wow. That is crazy. Go ahead, Reed.
I think it will serve as a different kind of lesson, one more personal to the Bureau, of the dangers in becoming untethered to oversight and accountability. For Newsy, I'm Jamal Andrews.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my bad. Thank you, Sister Jugabed. My math was off. She said that was 56 years ago. Hopefully she right. I don't know. I thought 75. 56 years ago. That's crazy. That's crazy. It's 2025, right?
What year
was I right? Was my math originally right? You said 1969. No, it was 1968.
68. Yeah, it's 56.
56 years ago. Dang. That's crazy.
Hell, some of them people probably still in office. That's
56 years ago.
That ain't that long.
Yeah. Hey, Biden.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I was like, the Bush used to.
And a lot of them people back that time, those are the ones who heading over a lot of these equal rights movements today. Like everybody think is diversity and inclusion. These are the same people that hated us during that time. They over all these organizations.
Yep.
Hey, Captain, get a script real
quick.
quick.
Bring it up.
Go to 2nd Ezra 16, verse 67, because they still use the same tactics, because they keep talking about basically his dirty laundry, right? His adultery. They talking about how they use those stuff against some of those leaders, right? And I know we know a lot of that is to get the masses away from what the person's doing. We got many examples. Hell, David, mighty leader. We know he committed adultery, killed somebody. He repented, though. They don't never talk about that, but they're always going to try to use the mistakes or issues we had in our lives against us, right? 2nd Ezra 16:67.
2nd Ezra 16 and verse 67. Behold, God himself is the judge. Fear him.
Fear him. Read.
Leave off from your sins.
What do we teach?
Leave off from your sins.
They never get the masses to pay attention to the positive side of it. All of us has done some kind of wickedness.
There you go.
But we've left off from it. That's why we teach against it. Read.
And forget your iniquities.
Read.
To meddle no more with them forever.
Because Esau's literally compiling data on you. That's why I be stressing the brothers, leave the porn alone. Click on the IUIC video. They can't use that against me. What are you going to Oh, yeah, you used to do. Yeah, duh. We teach against that. Everybody knows that. So what? Read.
So shall God lead you forth.
Who going to lead you forth?
God lead you forth.
Read.
And deliver you from all trouble.
Lord going to save you in that day. Esau can't, all that stuff, none of that stuff can come against us, and they know that. That's why time come, they're gonna literally have to kill us.
Yep,
they know that already.
There you go.
Hey, you in the spirit, officer? Because get Micah 2 and 10. Get Micah 2 and 10. That was a excellent precept. Read that right quick.
The book of Micah, chapter 2 and verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted.
And those pollutions go into that porn and everything else that this throne of iniquity manufactures us to keep us in sin. We understand that from reading in Judith, right? Go ahead.
Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you.
And so when they watch us, they see what are those things that we're weak at, right? And so then they'll feed us with that to keep us
suggestions.
Yes, just like when you do your searches now, the things that you watch mostly,
right?
Yeah, it'll come up. What they call them, algorithms, right? So it says it'll destroy you. Go ahead.
It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction.
So knowing that, that's why the beginning of it says, arise ye and depart. You have to come up out of these things because, you know, when somebody says, well, yeah, we know you used to do that 10 years ago. Right. We know you used to do that 15 years ago. And to your point, they don't want to talk about the changes that you've made, right? That the Lord, because now they're proving that the word of the Lord is effective.
There you go.
That's
there you go. That's just like this kind of off topic, but I'm gonna say it anyway. My biggest pet peeve. We do a video of us marching, right? And one of the biggest comments you always get, all those unemployed people. Listen. Yeah, right. So we just randomly, 2,000 brothers randomly went to a city.
Right.
They got on the same shirt, the same pants, the same boots, but they don't got a job. Nobody's giving us the stuff.
Right.
We paid for it.
Right.
People are dumb, man. It's aggravating. Y'all are idiots. Y'all are idiots.
What other cities have you seen a whole bunch of unemployed black men do this?
Right, there you go.
That should be a common occurrence.
Last time I checked, in order to organize, you need money.
There you go.
So,
but hey, what do we know?
You ain't got no haters, you ain't pop.
Right. Maybe the government made the video for us too. They edited the video and gave it to
AI.
us. Right.
Hey, I seen that. A lot of people saying, "Oh, that's AI. That ain't real."
Right. No idea. So press play on this.
Why have you said before you believe he didn't act alone?
So, hold on, pause. You went to the next video. So this is the next video with Jesse Jackson. And it's crazy. I mean, I know that Jesse was there, but when you see the video, it's like, damn, Jesse Jackson was right beside him. So you just think. I want y'all to think for a second. God forbid something happened with the leadership. But let's say Bishop Yawsop. Let's say years later, and Bishop's still here. But ain't nothing changed. You like, why the movement ain't what it's doing back when y'all was around? He was right beside Martin Luther King. This man don't do nothing for our people today.
Right.
So things that make you go, he was right beside him. Meanwhile, you doing nothing. Absolutely nothing. And you mean to tell me after the leader of the movement was murdered by, is the government, you didn't think to change the directive of trying to integrate?
Right.
And say, hey, let's just worry about ourselves. Because even Martin Luther King himself said, hey, I think we going into a burning house.
Right.
Go ahead, press play.
He didn't have the money.
So he talking about, pause. He talking about the man that allegedly killed Martin Luther King. Did he act alone? That's what he's talking about right now. And he's showing you, he lets you know that the government responsible for it. Go ahead.
A lone killer getting out of town at 6 o'clock, getting into Mississippi and all that, end up in London. He couldn't have done that by himself.
What do you think happened?
The government was very involved.
You think so? To what extent do you think J. Edgar Hoover played a role in?
I have no idea. That gets into too much detail, man. Except
that was leading.
This guy couldn't have done it by himself.
Wow.
And there was a very public hatred for Dr. King expressed by the FBI.
So, you see that? Very public hatred displayed by the FBI and the government. And he was trying to hold hands with the white man.
Right.
Imagine, just imagine for a second, close your eyes and think what they got drawn up for 2,000 black men that's marching throughout the cities of the world.
That's right.
What do they got drawn up for us? Well, how do they feel about us?
That ain't trying to hold hands.
That ain't trying to hold hands. That ain't trying to integrate. That saying, hey, this man is the devil. So y'all don't be surprised when the false news reports. Don't be surprised.
Right.
Just telling you now.
Hey, Cap, they already got a couple of scenarios already lined up. They just want to see which ones is working.
Right.
And they've, like you said, like with Kanye West, they all of these things that they've already done, they gonna try it with us. They just want to see how the public gonna respond to it.
There you go. Go ahead, Yazzie.
Get Esther in the Apocrypha, chapter 13, verse 6. This is what they got drawn up for us. Esther chapter 13. Because you're absolutely right. This is a man who was trying to get equality.
Right.
And we not trying to do that because we above.
Right.
We trying to get back to above and rule over this stuff. So what, we got a prime example. This is an Edomite. This is crazy. This is an Edomite. When you read verse 4 and 5, he same thing, propaganda to get the nations against us because he understood the way that we move is in opposition to the way the world, the wicked world that he was trying to establish. So what was the end result? Verse 6.
Esther 13 and verse 6. Therefore have we commanded that all they that are signified in writing unto you.
In writing unto you, because they're documenting us. They keeping tabs on who's part of this and who's part of that and who considers himself an Israelite. Read.
Signified in writing unto you by Ammon, who is ordained over the affairs, and is next unto us.
Read.
Shall all with their wives and children.
And what?
And wives and children.
Because I know sisters like to think sometimes like they're going to be separate from this or whatever. Nah, they're coming for y'all. And they're coming for the babies. Read.
Be utterly destroyed.
Be what?
Be utterly destroyed.
Be utterly destroyed. Read.
By the sword of their enemies.
By the sword of their enemies. Read.
Without all mercy.
Without mercy.
And pity.
And pity. That's what they got in store for us.
Damn.
Fire.
Because they understand you can't leave the Esau understands this. If I leave the children around, I'm making a martyr. He's going to come up. He's going to come after me. So I got to get rid of the women and I got to get rid of the children. Basically genocide.
Right. That's what. But guess what? It's not going to work.
Right.
As Bishop went over yesterday. That was fire what Bishop said. Bishop said, what's the difference between me and the last movements? This movement will never end.
That's right.
It will never end.
Hey, Cap, when I was thinking about what you said, like why Jesse Jackson like ain't doing nothing for us today. You got to think 50 years ago, if somebody killed your right hand man, somebody your zeal was supposed to go to another level.
Whole another level.
Like that's supposed to make you like superhuman at that point. Like at that point, hey, nothing matters. Like Bishop was saying, like if you ain't willing to die for nothing, what are you living for? At that point, Jesse Jackson should have had everything on. Nothing matters at that point. When you got a love for your people, what's that scripture that said no greater love for the brother? He read that. Can we read that real quick? Because that's the difference between when you see all these other movements that was before us. We actually love the brotherhood. We actually spend time with each other. We know each other's families. We know what the brothers that we taking with us when we go on these missions. Go ahead, read that.
John 15.
16, 13.
Yes, sir. 16 and verse 13. Howbeit when he...
Oh, no, it's 15, 13.
15, 13.
Yes, sir. John 15 and verse 13. Greater love hath no man than this.
Greater love hath no man than this. Come on.
That a man lay down his life for his friends.
So Martin Luther King, what they say, 50 days before his death, he was already getting death threats. So he already, look, it's finna go down. And I guarantee you, he had conversations showing the brothers his letters like, hey, look, what we teaching gonna get us killed. Right? But no greater love. Read that again.
Yes, sir. Greater love hath no man than this.
Come on.
That a man lay down his life for his friends.
Right. Man, that should have sent that brother through the roof. And everybody that was following him at that time. Hey, Jesse Jackson ain't the only one. Because there's a lot of other Democrats and Republicans and all of our people who accepted the benefits and they went along with the narrative that the white man played. Now, Cap, I was also thinking about this in the movies. We always talk about art imitating life, right? Yep. In the movies, the police officers, right, and the detectives, they allow the drug dealers to do whatever they want, but they put limitations on certain things. It's the same thing with politics. Right. They do the exact same thing. So our people got to understand what's going on in society. It's all a script. Yep. It's all a script. But the Most High is giving us the keys to understand how to move. So all praises to the Most High, man, that this stuff is coming out.
So that was Martin Luther King. Most of y'all know Malcolm X. I didn't put Malcolm X on this. Y'all know they killed Malcolm X. So not only did America have influence on leaders in America, but he had influence in other countries as well. Go ahead, Captain.
Cap, I got to play this. It's a 2-minute clip.
Okay.
That's heavy.
Pull up that 2-minute clip at the bottom because what you said is heavy about where he should have gone, right? And backing up, Officer Yahaziel, that script you just read about what they plan to do, and they understand not to leave any of our children behind. Yeah. Guess who else understand that? Christ. Get that right quick. Psalms 137:7.
Yep.
7 through 9, and then I want to play this video to back up what Officer Lahaz said. This is how you should feel when you see this video.
Psalms chapter 137, verse 7. Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof. O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed.
Go ahead.
Happy shall he be.
What?
Happy shall he be.
Happy shall he be.
That rewardeth thee as thou hast served us. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones.
We ain't there yet.
Right.
We ain't there yet. We got to be built up to get to that point. All right? Now play this video right quick.
Ashtanos!
Oh.
My son! Ashtanos! No!
Day wears on. We lose few, but each felled is a friend or dearest blood. And upon seeing the headless body of his own young son, the captain breaks rank. He goes wild, blood drunk.
Okay, so you saying that Jesse should have been like that, huh?
Yep. As if he was about that life.
If he was about that life.
Right.
Hey, I want to show y'all something. This is why. Go to John 11 real quick. Go to John 11. Go to John 11. Because y'all all in the spirit. All praises. Y'all in the spirit. I'm trying to find, I don't know if it's a movie or it's a saying, but it talks about when they plotting to kill somebody. And you don't want to kill them because it says they're more powerful when they're dead. It becomes an idea. I can't think of where it is. If any of y'all know, viewers, if y'all know what I'm talking about. But anyway, read this real quick, John 11, how they sought to kill him.
John 11 and verse 27?
47.
Then gathered the chief priests and the Pharisees a council and said, what do we? For this man doeth many miracles.
This man doeth many miracles. Read.
If we let him thus alone.
If we what?
If we let him thus alone.
If you leave him alone.
All men will believe on him.
Everybody's going to believe on him. But they didn't understand something. If you kill him. Pull up that quote real quick. Or the phrase. Read that.
The phrase. If you kill a man, you make a martyr.
So if you kill a man, you make him a martyr. Read.
Means that by killing someone, especially for their beliefs or cause, you can inadvertently elevate them.
Hold on, you what?
Inadvertently elevate them.
Elevate them, read.
To the status of a martyr.
Doing what?
Potentially inspiring
what?
More people to support their ideas due to the perceived injustice of their death.
That is why y'all don't understand. If y'all kill us, y'all just make us stronger.
Right.
That's right.
You make us stronger. You validate that what we're teaching is the truth. That's all you do. Because guess what? You know the people are watching, and you know what we're teaching is the truth. And when y'all start to put hands on us, guess what? That's when they're going to get the signal. All right, that's the truth. Them brothers was teaching the truth. I'm coming in. That's when thousands are going to come in one day. Understand that. But this is how you know that the Bibles was not talking about the civil rights movement.
That's right.
Because they were not elevated to martyr status. Nothing happened. We're looking at Jesse Jackson today. And he ain't standing for what Martin Luther King stood for.
Right.
He ain't standing for that. Those men were not the men that God set up to lead the kingdom of heaven back on this earth.
Right.
To set back up Christ's kingdom, we are those men. We are the men that are standing on God's laws, statutes, and commandments like you've never seen before.
Right.
So hold on, pull the phrase back up. I want you to finish it. I pick up at essentially.
Essentially, their death becomes a powerful symbol for their cause, even if it was not the intended outcome of the act of killing them.
Who is the greater example than that than Christ? They thought that by killing Christ it was over with. Right. Then Christ popped back up and they said, damn, we can't kill him. Guess what? Like Bishop went over yesterday, the saints of God never die. We never die. What we stand for, what we believe on, it will never die.
That's
right. Understand that. Now, go back to the video. I want to show y'all this man's impact on the rest of the world. In the Congo. Press play.
Crime that shook an entire nation to its core. This historian spent many years trying to identify the exact location of the assassination of Patrice Lumumba, Congo's first prime.
So this is the, I'm going to show you a little information about the death, the assassination of Patrice Lumumba, who was the first leader of the Congo. If you know anything about the Congo, it's very rich in resources. I was reading a book today. It said the Congo was the dividing factor of if Africa would unite as a continent or not, because it's dead center of Africa. North of the Congo, they were free. South of the Congo, they were still colonial states. But the Congo, whoever controlled that had influence. Go ahead.
Prime Minister on the 17th of January, 1961. That night, some 20 people gathered here, deep in the Congolese savannah in the southern Katanga province. The mineral-rich region had seceded a few months earlier with the support of Westerners, as the Belgians and the Americans sought to maintain their influence over the area.
The Belgium and Americans sought to keep their influence. Now, you may ask yourself, pull up a map, please. Pull up a map, please, and show these people where the Congo is. Some of y'all may not know where the Congo is. Pull up a map, Congo in Africa. Why does America have influence in Africa? Why does Belgium have influence in the middle of Africa in the 1950s and 40s and 30s? Pull it up so they can see, please.
You got that clip, Pat.
Come on. Come on, IT. How long? I want to be able to see the whole continent so they can see where it's at. Oh, my goodness.
You got to call Dora.
Oh, my gosh.
Where in the world?
Hey, Cap, we got that clip he was looking for.
Of
From
what?
Judas and the Black Messiah. He was talking about...
No, I ain't want that.
Okay.
You good. Come on, IT. Y'all still ain't got a picture of the map?
The hell is this?
I thought we paid all this money for this computer so y'all can download stuff fast.
It ain't the computer, Cap.
Thank you. Okay, there we go. Look at where the Congo is. Look at where the Congo is. Okay. Why does Belgium and the U.S. fighting over resources in the Congo? Meanwhile, back at the ranch, the Congo is poor as hell. America is a first world country. Belgium's a first world country. Interesting how that works. Go back to the video.
Yeah, that's a prime result of the Berlin Conference.
There you go.
That's what it's talking
There you go. Press play.
You got the map?
Both countries also saw Lumumba as a threat, accusing him of ties to the Soviet Union. Katanga President Moise Tshombe and several of his ministers were present, as were 4 Belgian officers and a firing squad. Standing opposite them, 3 prisoners. The first 2 were shot. Then came the turn of Patrice Lumumba, who'd been deposed and arrested a few weeks earlier.
Le commissaire Franche de Serre le prend, il le ramène aussi devant l'arbre. On a pris soin de faire en sorte que Lumumba, qui était l'ennemi numéro 1, le Satan comme les Belges l'appelaient, puisse voir.
They called him Satan. They called. Hold on, go back. Yeah, I forgot. Y'all can't understand. I want to make sure y'all read. Make sure y'all reading the.
Yeah.
I'm letting them read it. We ain't got to read it, but make sure they read it. Okay, read. Press play. I mean. Pause. Everyone wanted to make sure that Lumumba, who was enemy number 1, why was he enemy number 1? Because he wanted to free his people from colonial rule. That made him an enemy of the state. And then y'all wonder why when we preach that Jesus is only for the Israelites, everybody hates us.
That's right.
Whenever you stand up for your people, the world hates you. Understand that. Press play.
De faire en sorte que Lumumba, qui était l'ennemi numéro 1, le Satan comme les Belges l'appelaient,
often referred to as Satan by the Belgians, could see how horrible his death would be. Go ahead.
Puisse voir de quelle manière atroce il devait mourir.
Lumumba collapsed a few seconds later. His remains and those of his 2 co-prisoners were thrown into a freshly dug pit.
Le travail s'est fait précipitamment. Ils sont partis, mais en abandonnant un bout de pied de Patrice Lumumba, les derniers corps qu'on a jetés dans la tombe commune, son bout de pied était resté dehors.
The next day, Belgian officers returned to the scene and dug up the bodies to move them. On the 21st of January, they dismembered the corpses and dissolved them in sulfuric acid, secretly saving 2 teeth from Lumumba's body.
Pause!
That's weird.
They kept this man's teeth. What? They kept his teeth, burned his body up after he's dead. These are the people that y'all talking about y'all want to save. All right, go ahead.
What's this?
Il y a eu une volonté de falsification de l'histoire, une volonté de désorienter même. Ils souhaitaient nécessairement que...
Pause. They wanted the Congolese and in particular the Cantonese authorities, read, press play.
Les Congolais, notamment...
They wanted them to take responsibility for the assassination. Go ahead.
La responsabilité de l'affaire. C'est ainsi qu'il y a une sorte de pacte du silence.
Pause. They agreed to a pact of silence. Thereby no one would ever tell the truth. This is why Christ said the truth shall set you free.
That's right.
Because y'all don't understand, the world that we live in is all lies. Only in these last days with us teaching this Bible are we showing you the truth of what's going on. This is why we don't trust our enemies. We know what happens with any leader amongst our people. Take that off, go to the next video. Because we got a lot of stuff we got to cover real quick. Got 15 minutes. Press play.
Patrice Lumumba, the first legally elected prime minister of the Democratic Republic of Congo, led his country to independence from Belgium on June 30th, 1960. His vision of using Congo's resources to benefit its people alarmed Belgium and the USA, who sought to retain control over the mineral-rich nation. In 1961, following a U.S. and Belgian-backed military coup, Lumumba was assassinated. His body was dismembered and dissolved in acid to prevent any rallying of his supporters. The U.S. admitted in 2013 that President Eisenhower had authorized the assassination.
Pause! Y'all see this? Y'all think, why you think it was so easy for them to kill Martin Luther King and Malcolm X? They've been doing it all over the world. These men are the devil.
Right.
Yep. Understand that. That wasn't the first time they done that.
Right.
They've been doing this. They've been doing this. Press play.
The U.S. admitted in 2013 that President Eisenhower had authorized the assassination. Last year, the Congolese people finally buried Lumumba's only remaining body part, a gold-crowned tooth kept as a trophy by a Belgian policeman.
Nobody charged. Go to the next case.
Hey, Cap. So they got records of all the assassinations of our people that they didn't assassinate.
Yep. They got it.
That's sitting on the history.
Go ahead, press play.
60 years ago today, civil rights leader Medgar Evers was gunned down in front of his Jackson home, just a few feet away from his wife.
Now, this is Medgar Evers, another civil rights leader.
Members of the community came together at Murley's Garden near Evers' home to remember the civil rights leader. Medgar's widow, Murley Evers, addressed the crowd who were there to honor her and her husband's work. After Medgar was killed, she carried the baton for racial equality to honor his legacy. She thanked people for continuing to hold on and move forward on the journey for justice.
Do know that if Medgar Evers could speak today.
Pause. Now, this is what I wanted y'all to see. She's still alive. Y'all be acting like this stuff is something that's
ancient history.
She is alive.
Right.
Her husband was killed.
Right.
Murdered. Why? Because he wanted equality. Go to the next one. Go to the next one.
And she's still actually speaking about it.
This day is usually a time for celebration, but it can also be a day of sorrow and remembrance. It was on the night of December 25th, 1951 in Brevard County, Florida, that a group of white nationalists planted a bomb beneath the bedroom of Harry and Harriet Moore, two early members of the civil rights movement. The explosion did not kill them immediately, but both eventually succumbed to their wounds. Harry founded the NAACP chapter in Brevard County in 1934, and he and Harriet were the first of the organization nationwide to be assassinated for their efforts to promote African American rights. 5 investigations were held over the decades, and each of the 4 men responsible were eventually identified. No arrests were ever made. The Harry T. and Harriet V. Moore Cultural Center and Museum was erected in 2003 to honor their memory. Christmas...
You see that? Another martyr murdered. Why? For trying to get equality. And guess nobody was charged. What that let you mean? What that let you know? The government was behind it. They helped it. They aided. And even if they wasn't a part of it, they said, well, we ain't going to condemn you for doing it. Right. They gave them right and license to continue the same actions. Go ahead. Go to the next one. Hold on, pause. I'm take the call real quick. Hey, Shalom, caller. Take the call. Come on, IT. Shalom, caller. What's your name, question, or comment? Where you calling from?
Al Sender, Hanover, Pennsylvania.
How we doing, Mr. Lewa Sender?
I'm doing all right. I just want to say I enjoy the show, and I just want to make sure that your listeners understand just how backwards we are with all of that history y'all showing and everything.
Right.
Right now, the NFL is kicking, and all them crazy niggas America white win, bro. You just got to face it, bro. We on a uphill battle. But the good Lord is with us, bro.
Right.
But our brothers are in white women, they praying in white Jesus, and them that 2/3 will never wake up, bro. I mean, you got a real serious battle on our hands, brother.
Yep.
That's all I want to say, bro. Our people are sound asleep, and they love white Jesus. They love white women. They love the great Babylon, bro. We really got a battle on our hands, bro.
All praise.
I want to tell you that. Hey, man, God bless y'all, man.
Thank you for calling in.
Take care. All right.
Hey, Cap, there was a president, modern day president, who pardoned his son for some very similar, something that we would get locked up for years.
Right.
Except his son got,
yep,
hand tap, and that's it.
There you go. Press play. Pause. Fred Hampton was deemed a threat by the FBI because of his organizational skills. Comprised of multiracial lives of radical, poor, and working class organizations. Press play.
That they can do anything they want to us. We might not be back. I might be in jail. I might be anywhere. But when I leave, you can remember I said with the last words on my lips that I am a revolutionary. And you're going to have to keep on saying that. You're going to have to say that I am a proletarian. I am the people. I'm not the pig. You got to make a distinction. And the people are going to have to attack the pigs. The people are going to have to stand up against the pigs. That's what the Panthers are doing. That's what the Panthers are doing all over the world.
Fred Hampton was the chairman of the Illinois state chapter of the Black Panther Party. He was assassinated December the 4th, 1969. He was assassinated as the result of the work of an agent provocateur. William O'Neill made an agreement with the FBI.
Pause.
Infiltration.
With the FBI. Are y'all hearing this?
Damn.
Are y'all not hearing this? The government killed our leaders. Hello? And a lot of you Negroes are going to put on a MAGA hat tomorrow and go celebrate that we got a new president. What the hell is this? Wake up! Press play.
The Black Panther Party Illinois chapter as a result of him being locked up for car theft.
My recruitment by the FBI was very efficient, very simple, really. I'd stolen a car and went joyriding over the state limit, and they had a potential case against me, and I was looking for an opportunity to work it off. And a couple of months later, that opportunity came when FBI agent Roy Mitchell asked me to go down to the local office of the Black Panther Party and try to gain membership.
He infiltrated the chapter and proceeded to bring illegal weapons in the chapter, to draw a map of the chapter's location. The police attacked
Pause.
the chapter.
This is what y'all got to understand. Imagine how low you got to think of your own people to sell your people out. This man was 21 years old. You see a younger man. I don't know about you. It's inspiring to see brothers that's younger than me in this truth. You sell out a younger man as an older man so you can get, man, I'm telling y'all. That's why I said he'd rather put a millstone around your neck than offend these little ones. That's what this man did, William O'Neill. And guess what? A lot of you, all you brothers and sisters out there joining hands with your oppressor, with the urban apologetics, y'all the same exact people. You doing it today. I just wonder, do you Negroes know your history at all?
Hell no.
Do y'all read a book? Do you even know how Martin Luther King died? It's crazy to me.
Cap, when you read it with blue eyes, you're still not going to see it.
It's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So.
It's crazy. It is crazy. Finish the video.
Killed Fred Hampton, killed Mark Clark, wounded everybody else in the chapter, and as a press release the next day said it was a shootout between the Panthers and the police.
This is where our chairman had his brains blown out, and he lay in his bed, sleeping at 4:30 in the morning.
Someone came into the room, started shaking the chairman. Said, Chairman, wake up, the pigs was vamping. Still half asleep. I looked up, and I saw bullets coming from, it looked like, the front of the apartment, from the kitchen area. They were, pigs were just shooting.
And this is a case of an agent provocateur that led to the death of several people and the wounding of several more. Agent provocateurs are used today in a similar capacity.
So, like Bishop Canal always say, Satan only used so many ways to do his bidding. So y'all don't think there ain't no agent provocateurs amongst us?
Gotta be.
You don't think there's nobody trying to sneak into the greatest movement on the face of the earth? The Black Panther Party ain't never put 2,000 men in the streets in Oakland in order.
Damn.
Right.
They ain't never did that.
Yeah.
They ain't never rallied the people around blacks and Hispanics together the way we, and then tell the white man, no, you can't join.
Right.
You
Right.
ain't never seen it. So imagine.
Right.
They killed these men that wanted to unite all people. Y'all got to wake the hell up and understand what you're a part of.
Right.
And all praises to the Most High, because guess what? We must go through what the Messiah went through.
Right.
We just warning y'all. We just warning y'all of what's coming so you can leave now. If it's too much, leave. Damn. It's just like I tell kids all the time. Listen, It's going to be hard. It's going to be worth it, but it's going to be hard. If you don't want to go through it, leave. Go somewhere else. But if you walk in this walk with your fringes on and that purple and gold, this is what's awaiting you. But guess what? There's a reward. Everlasting dominion. That's what's waiting. Right. Give me Daniel 7 real quick. Let's read that. Let's read that. I couldn't even get through the rest of them. There's a whole bunch more leaders. They like the scripture says, we sheep led to the slaughter. They don't kill so many of us. It's a shame. It is a shame. And Jesse, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, Jesse. Still alive.
Remember, they ran him out of, what was that, St. Louis?
Yeah.
They ran him out. We don't want you here, Jesse.
Y'all got that?
Yes, sir. Daniel chapter 7 and verse 18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom.
They shall what?
Shall take the kingdom.
Shall take the kingdom. Read.
And possess the kingdom.
And what?
And possess the kingdom. Forever.
How long?
Forever.
Forever. The saints of the Most High will take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever. Jump down to verse 27.
Verse 27. And the kingdom.
And what?
And the kingdom.
And the kingdom.
And dominion.
And dominion.
And the greatness.
And the greatness.
Of the kingdom. Under the whole heaven.
Read.
Shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High.
Read.
Whose kingdom.
Whose kingdom.
Is an everlasting kingdom.
Hold on. It's just a few years.
Is an everlasting kingdom.
Read.
And all dominions shall serve and obey him.
All dominions shall serve and obey this kingdom. That's what they trying to stop and prevent. That's why it says to prevent the rise of a black Messiah is too late. Christ already came. Herod tried to stop it back then. He couldn't stop it.
Couldn't stop it.
Now it's already been set in place. Whether you like it or not, understand.
Right.
That's where we at, y'all. This is the condition of the battle. Give me 2 Ezra 2, real quick. 2 and 47. 2 Ezra 2 and 47.
2 Ezra chapter 2, verse 47. So he answered and said unto me, It is the Son of God.
It is the Son of God.
Whom they have confessed in the world.
Whom they have confessed in the world. Read.
Then began I greatly to commend them.
Hold on, what did he do?
I began greatly to commend them. Them that stood so stiffly for the name of the Lord.
So, you think Christ gonna commend somebody that didn't do what he did?
Right. Hell no.
Nope.
Like I told y'all the other day, power consents to power. Christ only gonna respect you if you walk in the same walk that he walk. Right. That's why he said, hey, if you want, you gotta drink of the cup that I drink of. If that's what you want to sit on my right hand, okay. Well, I ain't finna have nobody beside. Even we understand that in the world. For you to be in a gang, what you gotta do? You gotta get jumped in. Blood to blood. You gotta get jumped into the game.
Initiate.
Blood in, blood out.
Christ said, hey, you want to fly? You want to fly and rule the world and have dominion? Okay. This is the cup. This is what you gonna drink of. So guess what? You Christians out there, y'all ain't ready for this. Y'all stay inside the Christian church and clap your tambourine, and we'll handle the real work. Hey, we done. Want to give a shout out to the IT, whoever was warming up today. All praises. Shout out to you. Shout out to Officer Abel, Officer Yuri, Officer Duell, Sound Effects, Soldier David. Shout out to the MOV brothers for setting up. Shout out to Officer Uzil. He didn't say a word. All praises. Shout out to Soldier Eliezer. Shout out to Officer Nathaniel, Officer Ladd. Shout out to Officer Yaziel, Captain Kimiel. Shout out to the security. Shout out to the sisters, to the kids for running around. All praises. Shout out to the viewers, bishops, deacons, captains, everybody. All praise to the Most High.
That's right.
Donate. It's 9 o'clock, y'all. With that, we say shalom.
Shalom.
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord. His word